Communication is everything. This is again and again my realization, and I have, because of this, published a few things lately about communication. I will continue to do so, because through the years working with people, I realized that it's just coming back to the quality of our communication. And actually also in our whole life, no? Like, what is our life? It's relationships. It's relationship to ourselves, it's relationship to our environment, it's relationship to other beings, other people. And how is this relationship happening? This relationship is happening through communication. And what was my biggest concern of improving in the last years was always the communication. Yeah, if I can get better there, better and better, the success of the people will improve, because it's not necessarily easy with everyone, because there's so many types of people and people use different things in their communication. So for me as a coach, teacher, mentor, it makes a lot of sense to have lots of experience, knowledge and skill in this endeavor of communications. So I also want to recommend to other people that are working in similar fields to really go heavily in inquiry about how they communicate, how they can improve their communication to improve the outcome of the student. Because one thing that improves outcome, if you have a good practice that works, is the persistence, like how long you will practice together. Because at least in my case, if I have 1 year with someone, it's a complete different level from just having 3 months with someone. And this comes down to the quality of the communication, at least from my side. There are other factors that I cannot change anything about, yeah, if someone is lacking the time or the money or something like this. But all the students where I felt like, why didn't this work out as it could have been, was because there were errors in the communication. And to put something practical in here, one thing is to make sure communication is happening regularly enough. Like some people call it over communication. I wouldn't call it like this. I would say, okay, there has to be enough communication, definitely. And some people need more, some people need less. But then it's also, of course, about the quality of the connection and the communication. And what I realized that the best thing for me when I do with remote clients is to have regular phone calls, because there's so much typing and reading, and I think we're all a little bit tired from it. So it makes sense for me, at least, to just call people, talk with each other, and do that regularly. And if you work remotely with people, that really build relationship. And it creates a lot of accountability if you have regular phone calls with each other. Like, for example, 2 times a week, short phone call. Okay, what's going on? What are the next actions? Is there anything we need to troubleshoot? And so on and so forth. You really have a relationship with each other that is going on, and there's not the need to do for years and years with students 2 phone calls per week. But for relationship building, it makes a lot of sense to have that in the first months and then bring it down to once a week, twice a week, maybe just once a month. But like all your other relationships, if you're a trainer or if you work with a trainer, this relationship has to be nourished or nurtured, or however you say in English.